the same. With every find we're cleaning, leaving nothing but the earth. Magnetic North Adventures, discovering our world.
Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. It's Lee from Magnetic North Adventures, and back at the same site. We've now totaled nearly 3 tons out of this site over 5 visits. So yeah, that's done a really good job of cleaning the river. Now, after all that wire on the last visit, I feel that this area could be a bit better because there's no obstructions now. So hopefully we're on to the history. If not, there's a lot more scrap to be had, a lot more cleaning to do. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm solo today. I do enjoy doing that as well. I am in full waterproofs, as you can see. So it's all good. I'll get to it as soon as I start finding something. Hope you're well. To my subscribers, new, old or just visiting, welcome, and hope you're well. Let's do this adventure. So I've had an hour and got quite a bit of general waste out, molten rock and furnace waste, a few bits of metal, but it's all bad on the environment, so it's all better out. And it's been rather peaceful. Just sounds of the birds and hearing the old metal industry in the background, the factories making metal. Yeah, it's quite a nice experience, and it's nice just to listen to the city sounds occasionally, because it reminds you where you've come from and the background of why there's stuff in the waters. So I'll just show you what I've had so far and where I am. So back at this site, so general bits, furnace waste, big furnace waste, molten rock, stuff like that, a couple of bags of that. Got this hinge and this bolt, which I believe would have been this track bolt, just there. Got a large piece of metal which is just a bar, strut bar, bit of rebar, fragment of an ingot there. So not a great deal of metal as such, but we're getting all that waste up, and that's what it's about, cleaning the environment. So 3 bags of general waste, furnace metal, a tiny bit of wire, some nails. Just had that early bike chain, motorbike chain, and this here, I'm glad that's out. It's a very old battery that's come out. So bonus, that's one bit cleaner. And then this piece of scaffold tube. So just had this piece of concrete, bit of a bar, and what looked like a ball. So that, I think, looking at it, is an old Victorian 1800s bedpost fragment. Just had this out with this connectors on. Don't know what it is. It's being bolted in there, and some pipes and general waste, some nails. So this bar, bit of scaffolding, finally got that out. And down there is a big metal plate still get, but that's gonna have to be a winch job. Half inch thick armour plate. That's gonna be very heavy, couple 100 kilos maybe. But yeah, the water is starting to look nice. Tired, but done a few hours. Got nearly 5 bags and a few bigger bits. So on that one, Got a 1995 one penny. It's actually in good condition, so I'm going to keep that one, but I'm not going to sing, not today. But normally these would just go straight into scrap, but that one still usable, so it's very clearly it's not been in too long. But yep, that will be kept. Just goes in with loose change. So some other bits that's just come up: bits of wire, bits of bar, wheel rollers, bits of plate metal, track fragments, smelt. This piece here, off cut, that's a machine part or part of the ballard. Got these pry bars, more bits of track, general waste, off cuts there. So with the shape of that, that's part of a fire grate. Small piece of cut track there to make a small anvil, and then Captain Hook's hook. So no, that's actually a hook from an old steel yard, balance, Victorian 1800s. Still going, still going. So unusual, magnet's gone round and it's on all this brass and copper, and if you look, it's slightly magnetic, so inside that there's going to be steel just inside with a copper outing. Very unusual fitting. There we are folks, you can catch other metal. Right, so we've just had that wire out. Glad that's out the environment, and a bit of a name dingot. So this has just come out. Got this small tang on it. It's a blade. What we've actually got there is an unfinished knife. That's got some age to it. So just out, we've got this wire with all this cloth entanglement. Glad that's out of there. And this thing here is another one, them furnace blocks, handle on it. Some right mess coming out here folks. It's out that way. So move down a slight bit more and using a bigger magnet, and it's definitely getting it out. So just there, ball bearing holder, a hammerhead, so it's hammer time, do 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 do, and a bit more of an ingot. So just got this little sandwich ingot out. It's actually got a letter B on it. B for bright side, which is where I am, and that's going to date to around 1900. They call them sandwich ingots because of the shape of them. It looks like the end of the loaf of a bread. It's pretty cool. Right folks, we said we're having a couple of casts. It's only an artillery shell. I need to have a look at this one folks. Right, so we've definitely got an artillery shell there. There's no drive band on it, so it has been fired. Right, back with you in a moment folks. I need to check that out on the back. That's a naval 6-pounder. It's going to be First World War. So just clean that up a bit. Definitely an artillery round. It's got no pocket in the bottom for a tracer. That is a solid shot naval round, First World War. That's interesting. Cool find. Well, unusual find, folks. That's just come in. It is actually a battery, and on the top you can see the connector. Quite a weird battery, that. Glad that's out of the environment. Couple more bits, just a bit of plate metal, a metal bar. So just here, there's a hand-sized small ingot, 1750 to 1900, and that one is called a sugar loaf ingot, industrial Sheffield. So it's building up, folks. I've got all that out. There's 3 bags there of general metal, angle iron, plate metal, nails, screws, few bolts, lots of metal shards and furnace metal. Look at all this wire and stuff though. So glad that's out of the environment. And some spikes there. And it's all coming from all the way out there. So this has just turned up. It's don't know what it is, but it's gonna need to be checked out. Solid on the bottom. There we go. So here we've got a manky vintage scaffold clamp, 1930s, 1940s. Tube clamp also they're called. So just here we've got a piece of Sheffield history, and what we've actually got is a blank for a file, a triangular file. 1800s, maybe 1890 to 1900. Cool item. So folks, done it again. Another artillery tip. This one's a different one. It's pointed. Again, there's no drive band. It's a fired one. Let's have a quick look. Ugh. Right, so just there on the back we've got a tracer pocket. So what we've got there is a First World War anti-aircraft, again solid shot. Oh dear. So there we are, folks. Dry bands off it. It's another artillery tip. First War, Second War, no dry band. Oh, folks, so we've cleaned all the rubbish from out there, and now this sort of stuff's coming in. Wow. So this has just come out. Got another one as well, but there's a hole in the bottom there. There's a hole in the top. It's definitely not part of a fence, that one. So you have to check that as well. I thought it could be part of a bedstead head ball, 1880s, but you always got to take caution and check, just because that could be a grenade, like a 1915 ball grenade type. But again, it's going to be checked, it's going to be cleaned. Right, so we've got this that's just come up. Collared pipe. Bolted together. And what we've got there is a pipe with an extended adjusting pipe. So that would have been to a gas furnace. A pipe would have been through here and the gas valve through here. Quite interesting. Just there we've got a broken cut down ingot pig iron. Again, you're looking about 10 kilos on that one. 10 kilograms. Decent items. So just here there's another ingot. It's got a letter on it here. That's a different letter, it's not a B, so that will be somewhere else that's made that one. 1850s to 1910. Just there we've got another drain surround cover. As you can see, the thick metal. That's what that is. Right then folks, we're starting to lose light. That's the area the scrap's been. Just got that bag to pick up in a second. Bag to pick up. Backpack. And we're just cleaning up down here, getting the last of the scrap. And that's it. So we've just cleaned down this area. We're just picking up this blue bag and that other piece, and then that area's all done as well. There we go folks, nice and clean, just as it should be. Right, so a couple of bits of bar, one piece of small scaffolding, 5 bags of general waste. And you look at the water now, look at that, beautiful, crystal clear all the way along here. There's probably a few bits that's a bit bigger, but yeah, I think I'd say that this area is rather clean. There is over there a piece of pipe stuck in the bottom, or a twig, because it won't attach to the magnet. So if that is a pipe, it's going to be a copper or something like that. That's just there, but definitely doesn't stick to my magnet. But yeah, that water is very low, but it's looking nice. You can see a few old bricks and that in there. Plastic scrap getting loaded. Scrap metal's in the van. Door's getting shut in a moment. Right then folks, what a successful day that were. All that junk gone, all that wire gone. Some decent finds as well. And wow, that's all I can say. Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. And I do love to read what you put. Let us know. And until the very next time, this is Lee from Magnetic North Adventures. Bye for now everyone.